Now next we will study about the Planck's quantum theory. Okay, Planck's quantum theory. The first point of this Planck's quantum theory was that the radiant energy is not emitted or absorbed continuously but discontinuously in the form of packets of energy called quanta. Okay, this is what your Planck's quantum theory, that Planck's quantum theory actually says that the energy of the radiation is not continuous, it is in the form of small packets. Okay, and each packet is known as quanta. Okay, and the second property of this Planck's quantum theory was that the amount of energy associated with a quantum of radiation is proportional to the frequency of light. Basically, it is saying that the as it is said earlier, that the energy that the radiant energy is emitted in the form of small packets, which is known as quanta, and each quanta means each energy packet has the amount of energy which is associated with the quantum radiation is proportional to the frequency of light. Okay, so basically the energy of each quanta is directly proportional to the frequency of light. Okay, which is equal to E equals to h nu, where h is your Planck's constant. Okay, this h is nothing but your Planck's constant. Okay, and this h value, that is the value of the Planck's constant, is 6.626 into 10 to the power raised to the power minus 34 joules. Okay, so joule second. Okay, so this is the value of your Planck's constant. This h represents E is energy of the quanta, h is your Planck's constant, which is equal to 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second, and nu is the frequency of the light or radiation. Okay, so the next postulate was that the total amount of energy emitted or absorbed by a body will be some whole number multiple of this quanta. Okay, so basically here you can see that E, as explained earlier, that it is the energy of the quanta, and n here could be any kind of integer which is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. It could be any integer. This means that a body can emit or absorb energy equals to h nu. Okay, which could be equal to h nu or 2h nu or 3h nu, depending on the number on the value of this n. Okay, it could be 1h nu, 2h nu, 3h nu. Okay, anything. Okay, so this means that the body can emit or absorb energy equal to h nu, 2h nu or 3h nu, or any other integral multiple of h nu, but cannot emit, absorb energy in the terms of fractions or in the terms of you can say decimals. Okay, it could not be as 1.6 h nu or 1.8 h nu. It could not be like this. Okay, this is not the right way. Okay, so basically only the integers are allowed here. Okay, so basically the relationship between this equation, it could be we can put here equation number 1, and this from could be put here as equation number 2. Okay, so basically the relationship between these two equations give the relation between the energy of the radiation and its wavelength or frequency. It shows that the higher the frequency, the more energetic are the corresponding photons. For example, a photon of violet light will be more energy than that of the red light, because the former is of larger frequency. The concept of energy packets of light supports the corpuscular character also, and it also explains the distribution of the intensity in radiation from a black body as a function of the frequency at different temperatures. Okay, so this is what is all about your Planck's quantum theory, which says that the energy of the radiation is not emitted or absorbed continuously, but in the form of small packets, or you can say the packets of the energies whose value is equals to h nu, and h is your Planck's constant whose value is 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second.